Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. In the last episode, we took care of side quests back in the hideaway to distribute some apples, and then we went over what the plan is going to be. And with all the various armies clashing over the Crystalline Dominion, which represents not only a mother crystal here, but possible fertile land. It is ever dwindling due to the blight. This represents an opportunity for us to make our move, right? So we need to go after a mother crystal. Now, the thought was to go after Dalmekia's mother crystal, which I don't actually see on the map, which is odd, but that'll be it. Maybe it's down here. But anticipating that Kupka, who kind of wants our head right now, would see that coming potentially, we've decided to take a different attack, and that is to go after this mother crystal. I forget which Drakes this is, but this is the one in our old stomping ground of Rosaria, and, well, the Iron Kingdom over here. So, we're going to head over there. We're heading out to Port Isolde to meet our uncle, to try to get a boat to head over there to wreck that mother crystal. And we're working on that. We've arrived at this village of Amber here, and they're being harassed by black shields and don't want any trouble, so they asked us to leave. So be it. Except for the fact that I see a box we can open. There we are. Alright, so we're going to head north out of town and through these narrow canyons as we head over here. I mean, I could actually head south out of town and go over there, I think. I did ride around on my chocobo a little bit. Picked up some items. Did a little fighting. I mean, not much.
Run like the wind. This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Alright, well, looks like Ambrosia. Fallen hunters.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
And that guy just does not want to die. I don't know how useful Ambrosia is going to be in here.
Time to fight.
Oh, that knocked them all out. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just stay on foot. Because it's a little too narrow. Looks like we got some Imperials over here. Black shields. Hello, boys. Yeah, that actually works really, really well. Anything else over here? Just some wildlife, looks like. Alright, wasn't quite expecting some bombs, but so be it. More of these things. There's a bridge and some black shields. Not really. Blood.
Clive.
And still wet.
A lot of blood.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yes.
Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield, Rosaria.
Let's see.
Help me, boy. Stay down.
think he's getting his health back. There must be somebody healing him. Yeah, there is. Come on. There you are. Alright, not too tough once I found the healer.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Alright, well, let's get in there. Oh, come on.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Well, that's pretty sick.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Is she here?
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Well, let's go. More of them.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Yeah!
That'll do, girl.
Alright. Buick Bridge. And there's Rosalith in the distance.
They tell us there's a curfew, then refuse.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Nope, no chocobo. There we go.
Faster!
We'll fight if we have to, but we'll avoid most of it for now.
The
Silicon
Lazarus.
Strand.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Hive Gill. Yeah, that's not that useful.
We should stop at the main gate and see where that gets us. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Refugee camp.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
More than enough room to sit.
off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Yeah, probably attacking the guards would only make matters worse.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The only thing we got to worry about are maybe wild animals. Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
I always remember gotta wait a second. The Lazarus District, hmm? Okay, well, it's not that large.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Alright, just looking to see if there's anything here.
Not abandoned then.
Oi!
Oh, hello there.
Visitors!
Bandits?
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Or not?
Or not.
Garuda!
Yes, take care of business. No problem.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Shields.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
What remains? Of them anyway.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, Since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
All right. We can go kick some ass.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Ah, it's actually a proper camp.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
I guess we didn't hurt them that badly.
What is it you require?
Anything of... Yeah, I guess we'll probably buy that potion. Yeah, we're pretty good to
I will
go.
be here should you need aught else.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
All right. Party members. Okay. I guess we now have Wade in the party. Good.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, That got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Alright, let's go see what we've got to deal with here. More refugees on the road.
The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Alright, let's wade in and get busy.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Yeah.
Die along with your flame! For us area!
For us area!
You face to dominance.
Ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wife.
All right, there they are.
For them.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
All right, got that bit. A
A
dragoon.
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Night of lasting dark, huh?
finish this.
You mean finish him?
Pull him down. All right, got him. Imperial Link, Dragon Talon, more crafting mats.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked.
Not sure.
We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Yep, it's gonna take a lot of work to have that happen. Basically wreck the entire empire. Take out Bahamut.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
The burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Alright. So this tunnel that supposedly exists. Port Isolde. Rossfield Manor. Well, we managed to get in.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Had some heavy footsteps.
Alright, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Something only he would know.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Get them all caught up.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
It's going to be dangerous, that's for sure.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
We're going all the way back to the Deadlands. Yep, apparently. I guess it is going to be weeks before the ship is ready. Here be monsters. Yeah, she's got a lot of...
The founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom, but Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Yeah. She's got some demons to deal with. And we'll see how that plays out. But we'll be ending the episode here. Good for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.